Alright. This is a Kenmore 1350. It is in a hard case. And that hard case lid doesn't fit real well, but I can see that the screws that hold the machine in the case are loose, and it's not really on this plastic case very square. So I'm guessing it got removed and somebody didn't get it in the right mounting holes again. But it is, ooh, that is locked up tighter than a drum. Okay. Well, let's loosen our drive wheel. Oh, we can hear the motor going, but nothing is happening. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to tear right into this one and see what is happening, because like I said, I unlocked the drive wheel and it's stuck between the motor and the drive wheel, which is real weird. Usually you end up with a problem further up in the machine, but this one is back down on the other side. So, alright, well, unplug this. And first things first, take these two big screws out and get it off that base so that base is out of the way, especially since we know we'll have to find someplace else some other screw hole. Holy cow, did they get, they must have gotten screws that were too long. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go find some really a better fitting screwdriver bit for this one that's jammed. And oh, here we go. Okay. Now my guess is that at some point someone had this machine off of this hard case base and turned it around, because you'll see the two mounting holes here possibly match with these screw holes, but then the head of the machine is sticking out over the edge here. So they picked a couple of holes to try and get it to fit into the case, but if we rotate this base, we get a hole here and here that look like they'll match those, and then this machine would be centered in the case. So we'll have to remember that when we go to putting it back in. And also I'm gonna probably look for some replacement bolts that are a bit shorter, so I've got a good head to work on for tightening them in. And also, I don't know if these weren't all the way in because somebody gave up after and they weren't lined up just right, or if these threaded holes don't go that deep. But we'll take a look at that once the machine is moving. Cover for the motor plate, and we'll just pop that off and look under here quick. Okay, the motor turns. So, all right. That's that. Good for it. Set this up and get the plastic knob clamping nut off. This is another one of those metal insert with a plastic piece on it, and then this washer to provide the friction surface for the drive washer. And now, oh, of course, there's a belt in there. Yep. So I'm going to guess, because there's a intermediate pulley in here, that middle pulley must be jammed on this machine. So let's pop the top off. So I think once we get the top off, we'll be able to get this side panel to come out. And then with the side panel able to rotate, we should have access to that double pulley. So, 2 screws. Yeah. So I pushed down on the this crank arm that takes motion to the bottom of the machine. I push down on it. The machine does move. But yeah, it's very tight on the drive side. So with the top off, there's 2 screws here. And with these removed, we should be able to pop out and rotate I don't actually know how you're supposed to get in there, because this is behind the wheel, of course, and it's got tabs down below that I can't. Okay. Okay. It's our stitch length knob. This should pop right off. Trying to peer down in there and see what might be happening with that. All right. I worked the screw or the belt off here, so turned that, and now, oh man, that is, yeah, this here is, oh, and this knob is on a set screw and does not pop off, so that's exciting. All right, well, let's plug this in now that we can. All right. Yeah, the rest of the machine we can turn by hand. So I'm gonna grab my oil and oil this pretty thoroughly and run it a little bit and see if that loosens up. All right, this is locked up. A bit of oil. And now it's really sailing. So, and the tension on this belt is good, and that's driving pretty well. So we'll get the machine put back, this side of the machine put back together, and then look into cleaning the rest of it up and testing it out. Alright, realize I gotta show you how to pop this back together. So the belt, the second belt, is on the lower pulley. It's looped around the top here. Now we gotta put this side cover in and slide our drive pulley in, and then get our belt started on the back side and wrap it as close as we can, and then I'm pushing in while I rotate. There we go. And it's in place there. So, and then it should. There we go. It's driving the hand wheel, and so we can put these two screws in the top of this cover, and we can leave the top off while I clean and oil the rest of the machine.